I dreaded Mondays so much I couldn't sleep on Sunday nights because my dreams were dreads locked up in twists of painful inheritance of which I was heir. And this heir was but a child, so I didn't have enough authority to command the air into my lungs. I couldn't breathe. And so I tossed and turned in my bed, and the air tossed and turned with me, and pretty soon my side of the world was greeted with a beaming smile from the sun, and riding on the golden streets of sunlight was Monday, with a smirk on his face, as the cock enthusiastically crowed his arrival. Begrudgingly, I went through the process of preparing for school, and for someone who wasn't yet a teenager, I was resigned to my fate. I was convinced beyond all reasonable doubt that that would be another miserable Monday. It was simple. Monday morning mental. Made me mental. You see all that fuss, causing ripples, turning the once clear waters of my mind into a murky shadow of itself. It had me going bananas that I was least fruitful. Not that I was a sharp guy, because trust me, any other day, my mind produced crystal clear images, but Monday morning mental had me in sadistic bondage, so all I was left were 50 shades of grey. So here I was. As I saw a teacher with cane, ready to kill me, I was able to only speak in silence. Fear had my heart beating so loud it drowned out my voice. So the lion, which once roared, now merely passed the stage fright, forgetting the audience with just a bunch of his ears. So here I was, allowing mental, make me slave, until one day, doubting Thomas became Edison, and I was enlightened. That Bob gave me the answer to sing the redemption song, you have to emancipate yourself from mental slavery. See, I was prisoner, but I was also the prison warden. I had the keys all along. Of all the kinds of slavery man has been subject to, mental slavery is the worst of its kind. Check this. Lashes on my back, chains on my hands and feet could keep me in those inhumane conditions, but in my mind, I could travel. Because my mind was free, I could dream of freedom. I could dream of a better tomorrow. I could dream of traveling back to Africa to taste my wife's palatable meals one more time. Because my mind was free, I could dream of sunrise and sunset. I could dream of taking long walks on beaches. I could dream of a time when I'm unchained, and that was unresting me because my situation was unchanged. The mind was the driving force for that revolt because I saw a picture of freedom and I loved it. So the masters, realizing a mistake, put the bonds in our minds and took them off the feet, because that's the only show of ensuring the feet. The mind is the womb, carrying and nurturing every great feat. By behaving like melanin was a curse, they broke our will. Because where there is a will, there's a smith ready to mold a way into the pursuit of happiness. Ready to mold a way into the pursuit of happiness. But one day, things changed. One day, Martin had a dream, a flame, reigniting our hopes and dreams, reminding us that melanin was not a curse but a blessing, a crown for the kings and queens of Africa. So killing Martin could not kill that dream, but to kill that dream, not to kill every single one of us. 3 years after his death, we may not be there yet, but we enjoy freedom, which was once thought of as impossible. See, impossible. To me, there's only one thing that's impossible. Nothing. Picture that morning in mid-December, when the winds from Kitty Hawk carried the rhythm of oohs and ahs for miles held agape by that magic bird with claws that ripped out your lungs, leaving them breathless. Because in those 12 seconds, they saw man in the sky with the birds. It couldn't be, right? But it was them. The Wright brothers had finally made man master of the air. Something once thought of as impossible. Now that barrier one, they say the sky is the limit. But sorry to burst your bubble. The sky never was and never will be the limit. Because we blasted past the limits in skies to land on the moon. And we didn't just stop there. We've gone past Mars and even past the Milky Way. So put the bars around your mind. They are twins. You are the limiting factor, differentiating the power of your function. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. Impossible is a word coined by the feeble-hearted who seek to shroud the heights they seek to attain, but do not have the courage to do what it takes. Believing them, you became Piper, playing the dirge in honor of your dreams. Impossible is an illusion and mirage, created only in our minds. Impossible is a hologram, created by the fear of failure. So though we have been given robes of righteousness, and a ring of holiness, we still eat with the pigs, wallowing in sin because we feel it's impossible for God to forgive us just like that. Dear Mephibosheth, how dare you call yourself a dead dog when the king has pronounced you worthy to eat at his table with the princes? Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. They say it's impossible to live a perfect life in this perverse world. Well, I'm going on that journey and I really want you to join me. They say God's standards are too high, so it's impossible to make it to heaven. Well, one day, when I enter into the new Genesis, the reality of the revelation, I hope to stand at your side with the arms lifted high as we sing hallelujah to the King of Kings. Now they say it's okay to dream, but let's be real. Okay, let's be real. See, Christ is the word for whom all things were made, and this word birthed the world and all that is that we claim to be real. And this word tells me that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. See, David, a valiant man of war with no battle under his belt, brought down Goliath, the famous war hero who had fought and won many wars. I thought it was impossible. What about Abraham and Sarah, a man who had lived a full century, and a woman who was just a decade short, finally had a child bless their union? I really thought that was impossible. See, it took only God to stop the Tower of Babel, because nothing is impossible to them that believe. In John 1:45-46, there's a very interesting conversation between Philip and Nathanael. Philip goes to Nathanael and is like, yo, Charlie, Nathanael, Charlie can't spy. I have seen the Messiah Moses wrote about. He's Jesus of Nazareth. But Nathanael is like, can anything good come from Nazareth? But what Nathanael had forgotten was that we serve a God who put a desert in the midst of the waters and water in the midst of the desert just because he be the I am. See, the light of this world decided to come from the darkness of Nazareth, so we'll finally get why he placed gold in mines. So Uncle and Aunt Nazareth, if you still think there's no greatness inside of you, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. Dear students, they say it's impossible to get a job nowadays, but I came to assure you that kings will come to your rising. Sister, it's not impossible to be the best engineer this world has ever seen, though it's a male-dominated field. Brother man, you did every girl be out of your league. Master, let's start set the few league. Charlie, Shrek said the woman. You must get yourself from mental slavery. So how many people want to change the world? But how many people really want to change? But the best way to impart and impact on this world is to be a part of it, and the Bible paints the most beautiful picture. Be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your minds. Charlie, see, I'm tired of all these small things, but the big dreamers, then they vex me. Because that's all they do, dream. But here's the difference. Boys dream, but men take action. And the first and best action to take is to know God. Because that's my brother Denzel puts it. Real men know God. So, here's the deal. Rise up and build your dream. And don't stop till it becomes reality. The fact that it gets difficult doesn't make it impossible. You can go past those obstacles. Martin says, if you can't fly, then run. If you can't walk, if you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But no matter what, keep moving forward. So I pray this peace. It's not one that will merely tickle your emotions, that will set you in motion and force, pushing you to pull your resources together to be the best this world has ever seen. A message encouraging you to give your all. A voice telling you that there are only two ways you are leaving this battlefield. Either with the victor's crown, or whilst giving end, your spirit looks at your body, broken and spent, and every drop of blood spilled. Because as long as you live, you won't stop fighting. Because it's painful not to carry the regret of knowing you could have given more. I pray this peace didn't enter one ear and out the other, but will reside in your heart, so it can be pumped into every fiber of your being. I pray this peace is your chauffeur, driving you to the conclusion that nothing is impossible.